The man's voice cracked as he slid the receipt across the counter. "I'm sorry, I'll have to cancel the order." His daughter's name, written in pink frosting, stared back at him. Behind him, a woman in a power suit froze. A CEO who would soon change both their lives forever. Daniel Cole was 34, a single father trying to give his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, the kind of love he never had. Every morning started the same: packing her lunch, tie her shoes, promising her that life would get better. The bills stacked on the kitchen counter told a different story. 2 jobs, late rent, sleepless nights. He carried it all silently so Lily wouldn't see the weight he bore. Across town, Emma Lawson walked through the glass doors of Velvet Crumb Bakery's headquarters. The city admired her brilliance, envied her confidence, and feared her perfection. But behind that polished smile was an emptiness she didn't talk about. A childhood spent alone after her father's small bakery went bankrupt. She'd built an empire to prove she'd never be powerless again. 2 worlds were about to meet. One surviving on love, the other surviving on success. The next afternoon, Daniel stood in line at the bakery with Lily skipping beside him. Her eyes sparkled at the sight of pastel cakes displayed behind the glass. "That one, Daddy," she said, pointing at a pink one with butterflies. He smiled, handing the order slip to the cashier. But as the total flashed on the screen, his hand froze. He checked his wallet once, twice. His face fell. "I'm sorry," he whispered, voice shaking. "I'll have to cancel." The cashier hesitated, glancing at the disappointed little girl. "It's okay, sweetheart," Daniel said, forcing a smile. "We'll bake one at home." Lily nodded slowly, her lip trembling. Behind them, Emma watched the entire exchange. The suit, the poise, the confidence, all slipped away as something soft flickered in her eyes. Before Daniel could leave, Emma stepped forward and handed her credit card to the cashier. "Keep the order open," she said. Daniel turned, startled. "Please, ma'am, that's not necessary. Every little girl deserves a birthday cake." Emma interrupted softly. The words weren't condescending. They were gentle, almost fragile. Lily looked up, smiling shyly. "Thank you, miss." Emma didn't know how to react when Lily threw her tiny arms around her waist. It had been years since anyone had hugged her. For the first time in forever, Emma felt something warm crack through her carefully built armor. Daniel's gratitude was quiet but sincere. "Thank you," he murmured. She smiled faintly and walked away, pretending it was nothing, but her heart wouldn't forget. That night, Emma couldn't focus. The image of the little girl's face lingered in her mind. For years, she'd buried her humanity under meetings, deadlines, and success. Yet that small act of kindness made her feel more alive than any deal she'd ever closed. She poured herself a glass of wine and stared out the window at the city lights, remembering her father's bakery. The smell of cinnamon rolls and laughter before everything fell apart. Across town, Daniel and Lily sat in their tiny apartment, eating cake on paper plates. "Daddy," Lily said between giggles, "this is the best birthday ever." He smiled, though his eyes glistened. "Someone kind helped us today," he whispered. 2 hearts in the same city, one rediscovering kindness, the other clinging to hope. The next morning, Emma returned to the bakery for coffee. She almost didn't recognize Daniel at first. He was standing at the counter again, holding a small envelope. When he saw her, his face turned red. "I wanted to repay you," he said, offering a few crumpled bills. "You don't owe me anything," she replied. "I wasn't paying for you. I was investing in kindness." Lily came running in, clutching a folded drawing. "I made this for you," she said. It was a stick figure of Emma holding a big pink cake. Emma laughed, a sound so genuine it startled even her. For the first time in years, she realized how much she missed laughter. Later that day, Emma overheard a phone call while standing near the counter. Daniel's voice was low, worried. "Please, I need this job. My daughter, she depends on me." A pause. Then his shoulders dropped. "I understand." He ended the call. She pretended not to notice, but her chest tightened. That night at her office, she called HR. "We're opening a new bakery branch," she said. "Find someone who knows what love looks like in their work." She already knew who she wanted. 2 days later, Daniel received an email for an interview at Velvet Crumb Bakery's headquarters. Confused, he showed up early, wearing his best shirt. When the door opened, his heart nearly stopped. Emma was sitting behind the desk. "You," he said, stunned. She smiled slightly. "We could use someone like you. You said you used to bake with your wife before she passed. I think that kind of heart belongs in our kitchen." His pride and gratitude battled inside him. "I don't want a handout." "It's not a handout," she said softly. "It's a second chance." He took a long breath, then nodded. "Then I'll earn it." She smiled. "I know you will." Weeks passed. Daniel worked hard, and the bakery began to flourish under his creativity. He introduced new recipes inspired by his late wife's notes. Lily came by after school, running to her father with frosting on her hands. Emma started visiting more often. She laughed with the staff, something they had never seen before. One evening, as Daniel cleaned the counter, Emma lingered nearby. "You've changed this place," she said. "No," he replied. "You changed me first." Their eyes met for a moment too long before they both looked away, smiling. A year later, the bakery was thriving. On the anniversary of Lily's birthday, they threw a small celebration at the shop. Balloons, music, and the smell of fresh cake filled the air. Lily stood on a stool to cut the cake, grinning at Emma. "This time it's your name on it," she said. The cake read, "Thank you, Miss Emma." Tears welled in Emma's eyes as Daniel placed a hand on her shoulder. "You gave me a chance," he said, "and you gave her childhood back." Emma smiled, voice breaking. "You both gave me something too, a reason to care again." As the candles flickered and laughter filled the bakery, Emma thought of the first day she'd seen Daniel and Lily, of how something so small had led to something so life-changing. In the end, she realized that success meant nothing without compassion. Sometimes one small act of kindness doesn't just change a moment, it rewrites a future.